Hey, you. Go ahead and just get settled in. And then just check the attitude in the mind. Are you relaxed, open, and receptive? Or are you closed and resistant? Are you expecting something to happen? Are you leaning into anything? Are you trying to make experience a certain way? If so, try to give up all effort and instead simply be with whatever is arising. Notice sounds and bodily sensations. Notice any mind states or emotions that arise. Know any thoughts. And with your thoughts, be particularly aware of the judging mind. And if you do notice the judging mind, see if you can notice any ill will attached to it. And then open to that ill will directly. How does it feel? Something I find useful when a lot of judgment is arising in me is to look inward at myself. Am I projecting my own insecurities, my own perceived deficiencies onto someone else? If I'm being humble and honest with myself, very often this is the case. When I'm at peace with myself, at peace with my thoughts, my words, and my actions, the judging mind doesn't really have any teeth. There's no weight to it. When I'm at peace with myself, I tend to be at peace with those around me. Just something to look out for. If you find that you've collapsed into thought, no worries. Just note the thought to emphasize the awareness of it, and then pay attention to the quality and character of the mind in that moment. Here you can get insight into the quality of awareness itself, and then gently return to the breath, or to the body, or to sounds. In addition to the judging mind, I'd also like you to be aware of the comparing mind. If any of these kinds of thoughts arise, see also here if you can notice any ill will attached to them. And again, open awareness to the ill will itself. How does it feel? Sometimes it's important to make comparisons. I just bought some new hiking shoes, and I felt it was important to run a comparison of all the pros and cons of each shoe. This, of course, isn't a problem. But more often than not, when we make comparisons, they aren't very helpful. You know, this coffee isn't as good as the one I had yesterday. This show or movie's much better than this other show or movie. Zoe Kravitz, she's so much prettier than Emma Watson. Deb's imagination is so much better than mine. This comparing mind, it's ceaseless. And for what? What value does it bring? Why not just say what you like or value about someone or something? Just let it speak for itself. Let people and things stand on their own. Tell me about it, whatever it is, rather than compare it to someone or something else. This coffee is strong and full in taste. Zoe Kravitz has a gorgeous smile. Man, Debbie has such a strong and incredible imagination. I think that's something I'd really like to improve in myself. Again, just know any thoughts of comparing that arise. And if you get lost in thought, no worries. Just note the thought, watch what happens to it, and then return to the breath. In the last minute of the session, just begin again. Well, thank you for practicing. Just make sure to keep an eye on the judging and comparing mind today, and pay particular attention to any ill will that is caught up in them. And I'll see you back here tomorrow.